Welcome to ArmBreakdown, the place for latest and greatest updates in the sport. Alright, so let's start this video with the most recent sparring footage between Ermes Gasparini and Sandris Sedis, who linked up yesterday and decided to do some training not only on the right arm but also on the left. So during this sparring, we could clearly see that Ermes is on a completely different level than Sandris, since he was easily controlling him and staying safe in the center, while Sandris was visibly struggling to move him and honestly gave him all he's got. Now, as far as the competition plans for both of them, I think we all know that Ermes probably won't compete until sometime next year. Maybe it could be in February, maybe in May, I mean, who knows. However, for Sandris, we do know that his next competition will be in December at the EVW21 arm wrestling event, where he'll have a super match on the right arm against the Polish athlete Kacper Synica. Now next, let's talk about someone who is crazy enough to take not only one but two super matches in one night, Auden Larratt, who recently shared new training footage in his preparation for these matches, where he is showcasing his speed in every single lift he does, whilst also showing us that he has other techniques available in his arsenal other than King's move. Now, in case you missed this, Auden will be pulling at the Kris Kringle Pull 3 event on December 7th, where, as I said before, he'll have two super matches in one night, with the first one being against Leroy Walker on the left arm and the other one against Coach Ray on the right. Now, since we were talking about Auden, let's now move on to another rising star in the sport, Rickard Bornman's brother Duvan, who by the way recently had his first official super match against beast of a man Nicky Fury on the right arm, where yes, he definitely faced some adversity and struggled in certain positions, whilst at the moment showing immense willpower to keep going and eventually winning the match. Now, following this match, which to me seemed like a pretty bold statement that he is here to stay, he recently shared a new training video on his Instagram, whilst also on that story adding the poster of the tournament for East vs West 21, insinuating that he might throw himself in that tournament and actually give it a go. Now, if he does that, it will be pretty interesting to see how far he can go, since I honestly believe that he has huge potential in the sport just like his brother. And then lastly, I also want to mention monster Michael Todd, who, as we all know, is finally making his comeback and competing at the next event. Now, the reason I'm mentioning Michael is because recently he posted this picture of the arm wrestling setup at his home gym, which by the way will be the place for the 6th edition of the Monster Factory arm wrestling event on November 29th, where once again Michael and Rebecca will host awesome super matches featuring names like Wallace Dilly, Corey West, Lars Barken, Mirtelev Aslanov, and honestly many more. So be sure to mark this date in your calendars, since this event will be live streamed for free on Michael's YouTube channel. But anyways, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the updates, and I will see you in the next one.